All right, guys. Today we are going to be reacting to Rachel Wilson versus Nala, heated debate on what Christianity really is. Section after this video, so stay tuned.
Well, then what are you arguing with me about? Why would you
What are you arguing with me about? You're saying that what I'm doing is wrong and that I'm not a Christian?
Yes.
But like,
Yes.
would you agree that like Muslims, is that a religion?
Yes. Islam is a religion, yes.
Islam is a religion, but like so Christianity is its own religion, but there's so many religions within just Christianity. Like Orthodox people call themselves Christians. So do Pentecostals, they call themselves Christians. So that's like the head of the umbrella.
It's the head.
Any religion that follows Christ
don't
is
know.
under the umbrella
Look,
of Christianity. So like if
I'm
you
going to be talking way over her head to explain things to her. We're going to have to go over I'll just say this. You need to read church history. You need to educate yourself. You can't just snap your fingers and come
How
on
does
here and
reading
start
church
telling
history
people-
make you saved?
You cannot come on here and start telling people what Christianity is when you have no freaking clue what it is yourself. You just don't. I'm sorry. Have
Oh, so I don't know
humility,
Jesus.
and learn. Learn first. This is what.
How does church history make you saved? How does church history make you saved?
You quit OF and started a ministry, and now you're out here teaching people.
I never started a
heresy on huge
ministry.
podcasts.
I never
That is
started a
not
ministry.
Then why are you on here correcting people about theology?
What,
when you
your husband?
Don't know the first thing about
Your
it?
husband who's calling me names? You're mad at me for correcting your husband who's calling me names and saying I'm not a Christian? Is that what you're mad
I'm
about?
saying you're not a Christian.
He also said I
Because
wasn't a
you're
Christian.
not.
Damn.
Damn.
Did you have something to
Can't
say?
be a Christian.
Oh, wow. Rachel got her. You know what she got her? It's a female that she's debating with her. She got her. Look at that. Do you have something else to say? Passive aggressive. She got her.
When you deny the tenets of Christianity, sorry, you can't.
About like the communion. So
Brian doesn't
basically
say
for
anything.
Catholics,
Oh my God.
there's something called transubstantiation, where when we go back and do like what's called like the Holy Thursday, where they said like this is my body and I give it up to you. That whole part.
Is that like Taco Tuesday?
No. So
That was
basically at
So
that
disrespectful.
point.
Look at that, man. That's so disrespectful, bro. That was disrespectful, man. Talk about disrespectful. Look at Rachel, man. Look at Rachel. She's like, why am I here?
Body and I give it up to you. That whole part.
Is that like Taco Tuesday?
No. So
That was
basically at that point, like there.
Brian. Man, I don't know, man. Again, I don't run a podcast. I don't know if it's easy to just always. It's always. Everybody's a professional fighter outside the ring, right? In the bleachers, right? You can see everything, but at the same time, certain things are just common sense, man. Why are you allowing this to just go forward like this? It's clearly a disrespect move. You don't correct her, and it's like, should Rachel just continue just going back and forth? Is this worth it? Like, Rachel is a professional, but these ladies think that they're above her. I don't know.
There has been
Crazy, huh?
cases where the like bread that they give us turns into actual flesh, and the blood turns into actual blood, which it happened, I think, in Argentina. It happened in different places, and then they put it in like a specific thing, and they do something called adoration.
That's so cool.
So that's what she's talking about. That is the whole
Well,
point.
she never explained that, number one. But like for me, it's like communion means something
You need
different
to
for
learn.
everyone. But communion means relationship. You are communing with the Holy Spirit. You are being in one. You are literally becoming like one with them.
Why are you telling me this when you don't have any clue you don't know what communion is from a
So my
Christian
thing is
perspective?
like,
You
why
have
are you
no
getting
idea.
upset that I
You are
don't know
making
church
it up.
history when I literally just became a Christian? You're upset at me
Why? Exactly.
for that.
So stop telling me what communion is. Stop telling
You asked me what my opinion was.
Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. This is gonna get crazy.
$100.02. I can't believe you woke up Rachel to argue theology. Andrew could have covered this. What we really need from you is to tell these 304s what submission is.
let's talk
because
about-
they think it's egalitarianism.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it, Rachel. Submission.
Sure. I want to
Maybe you will cover Rachel to argue theology, and you could have covered this. What we really need for you is to tell these 3 or 4 what submission is, because they think it's egalitarianism. No, Lord Paladin, no. You should just send $200 for that, man. Well, that's your money. No, that's not the point. They know what it is. That's why they're arguing against it. They pretend that they don't know it, but they do know it. That's why they go against it, and they pretend that they don't know. They do know what it is. No.
I understand how you guys think that the word submission means. I will allow you to lead with my express approval, which I may revoke at any time. Please explain to me how that in any way could possibly be the meaning of submission. It's literally the opposite.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
lead if you can convince me, right? If I can be convinced that you are making a good decision, then I will allow you. I will get my little rubber stamp out and I will stamp my approval and say, you may lead on this issue because you have convinced me and I am satisfied with your explanation. But if I change my mind tomorrow, this gets revoked. We're not doing it, and you're going to once again have to litigate your case to me for why we should do what you want.
Rachel. Wait, Justy, you have Justy, you and Andrew were having the back and forth there.
Yeah.
I feel like Justy, you and Rachel should have that back and forth.
Can I be honest? I'm actually kind of scared. I'm more scared of her than him.
That's what I did. You know what's crazy? Because females are scared. You know what's crazy? You notice how Nala didn't want to keep going back and forth with Rachel, and she went back to the Colombian Portuguese girl? Notice that? They are afraid of each other. And they notice that Rachel Wilson is equally like that. The thing is that they feel more comfortable going back and forth with men because they always know there's always protection. Remember that, guys. There's always protection. That's why you as a man do not go back and forth with your female or any female. This is why they hate each other.
No,
She liked it.
It's out of respect. It's out of respect. It's out of respect.
It's out of
I
respect.
promise. You know, I'm not.
Look at my sweatshirt. I'm cuddly. I even look like a teddy bear.
She's a teddy bear.
She's a teddy bear. Yeah. You know, honestly, I've done some thinking, you know, in my silent moments after our little, I guess, debate. And honestly, I've taken a lot into what you said in consideration.
Yes.
You know, I think maybe I felt maybe a little hostility, so I was trying to like argue back and forth. But honestly, I think I maybe tiny bit convinced. I'm a little bit about like your guys'.
It's not about convince. You don't. It's not. See, they're understanding this wrong. You know, I think it's on purpose. It's not about convincing you. We're not here to convince you. You have to understand. It's not convincing.
View on submission. I'm not going to say that. Yeah, for sure. I agree 100% because I still need to do a lot of thinking on my own. I am going to take your guys' view into consideration and, you know, really think about what submission means to me. And, you know, I'm gonna do some thinking on my own. I don't want to submit to just these like theories, or like not theories, these definitions that are being told to me in one night. I'm gonna spend some time, you know, thinking about it. You know, I might even talk to my parents about it. You know, my dad's an elder at our church, and I trust his word more than anything, more than any professor. So I might go talk to him about it. There's a lot of things I talk to my parents about just to like, you know, is this what I'm, or like just not even is this what I should believe, but is this like what you guys would teach me, or is this something you guys would endorse, just stuff like that. So I take everything you guys are saying, like what you just explained to us right there. I took that into consideration. I took what you said in consideration, and I took what Andrew said into consideration.
Yeah, that's a good comment, right? Respect for low paladins, but I kind of don't want to break Rachel's train. If she wants to cook Nala on Christianity, let her cook. Then she can talk about submission. Yeah, I agree.
I think I'm just going to take some time to, you know, process and think about it. And I don't want to go into another debate because I know that I'm not going to win that debate.
I got the message.
Okay.
Yeah. In you guys' defense, real quick, every single one of you, and myself included, anybody who's like under the age of 75, you've been programmed your whole life with feminist presuppositions about the world and how it works and what to think about relationships and marriage. And that's all of us. All of us are born with that. We're programmed with it. And it takes questioning the programming and thinking stuff through to figure it out. And sometimes that's hard to do. It's painful to do because you're like, wait, have I had like a wrong idea about this whole time? Because this is what I've always heard, and it's what I've always seen in the culture and in the pop culture, and it's what I was raised with for a lot of people. So don't feel too bad about going, oh shit, I guess I've never really thought this through. I'm just working off of assumptions and propaganda that I've been told. So, I mean, especially if you, being really young like you guys, don't feel too bad about having to like stop and think stuff through and consider that maybe Andrew's not the meanest, craziest man on the internet. He might be doing his job, which is to like poke at your programming and try to untangle it, and that can feel
It's
shitty.
like a shock. He's trying to just make sure they can receive a shock.
Sometimes, to be honest. So, but you guys are strong, independent women, and you can all handle it. I believe in you. You're queens. You're 10s. You can do this.
Oh no.
I think also is just that there's this, like, as you said, there's this really broad version of what feminism is, and I think according to that broad version, I don't think a lot of us would consider ourselves feminism, which is basically hating men. We want to be better than men. Like a lot of this stuff, we never consider, like, you know, the small itty bitty nitty gritties of what, like, of feminism, like submission. I've never considered that. I've considered it because it's biblical and I've read it in the Bible, but I've never like considered like, oh, what would I do in this situation? What would I do in that situation? So it's a lot of things that are kind of being uncovered in this podcast, really, that I never would have even considered outside of this. I'm like, social media really shows us this like small little group of what feminism really is.
Great response.
So honestly, like getting different points of view, getting people from different, you know, denominations. Like you guys are from Orthodox, I'm from Reformed Presbyterian. Like I'm hearing so.
Yeah, now all of a sudden Nala has nothing to say. You guys notice that? You guys notice that? They're afraid of each other. Nala has nothing to say. She didn't want anything to. She didn't want to have anything to do with the conversation. Just to show you, man. It's just to show you. It's difficult to understand what is going to happen. Because if they respond with females like that, I think Rachel said it once. She said it. Stop listening to women and move forward. Stop listening to women and just simply move forward. Move forward and just tell them to shut up. That's what she said. I remember you saying that. But how that becomes a plan, right? How do you implement that? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you in the next